I'm on a hard bench trying to sleep in the holding pen. Man, how the fuck did I get here again? First thing in the morning, it's the fuck shit. They called the case, I got confronted by a tough snitch. You told me do it, don't act like you ain't done me do it. You ain't a shooter, you a Sherman, you fucking loser. I fly the kite, my little man, to cut his sister up. He love his bitch, you snatch her, he'll start switching up. I'm cool, I just wait till my next court date. I bet he catch amnesia, we do this shit at leisure. Surrounded by Bloods, Crips, Kings, and Nietas. Gym stars open niggas up like Berettas. I'm trying to be easy, but every now and then I gotta put it in, please believe me. You get to looking at me strange, I'm prepared, Jack. $150, keep the change, you can wear that. This is murder, this is not music. I had the style 10 years ago, I just didn't use it. You niggas forgot how I do it. Well, I do it like there's nothing to it. This is murder, this is not music. I had the style 10 years ago, I just didn't use it. You niggas forgot how I do it. Well, I do it like there's nothing to it. Yeah. All I'ma do is just keep counting money. I don't give a fuck. If it make you sick to see a nigga win, I'ma make you watch me win over and over again. You already know what it is with me, motherfucker. This shit, goddammit, you motherfuckers is making me lose count, man.
Oh, champ. Run up these likes, run up these likes. Ladies and gentlemen, we are here back again with another one, gang. With the one and only Red New York Mayor, gang. Listen, the game is a weirdo, man. A complete bozo, a complete weirdo. Game reveals that he clapped someone who tried to take his life last night. In his Instagram story, it says, to the niggas that just shot at my truck, I hope your homie bleeds out on the way to the hospital. B-word. Game, I don't believe you. I think you are a liar, champ. Now, all of a sudden, nobody has any documented proof. No neighbors, nobody knows about you getting into a said altercation where you had to defend yourself or defend your life for that matter. We just supposed to believe that you, champ, you got into some type of shootout last night. I ain't gonna lie, gang. I don't believe you. I think you're a liar. Not gonna hold you, gang. I think you're a liar. You are a compulsive liar. You don't have the best track record of telling the truth. I think you posted this for gangster validation, champ. When niggas start talking tough online for no good reason. See, it be the niggas that just be on here talking for no reason. If you not defending yourself and you don't got a reason to talk crazy and you just talking crazy for the sake of talking crazy, the odds are you just a complete weirdo like the game. You're just a complete weirdo like game, lying about getting into a shootout. And I think he is a liar. There's no news, anything, no documented anything in regards to said shootout between Game and two other people that we don't know. Right? And this news has been out for a good 3 hours now, maybe even more. And this is weird to me. You already know how I feel about JCR. I don't take this guy serious. I don't believe nothing he says. Until we can prove these things, gang, this is a lie. Gang, this is a lie. Salute to Rec DJ 101 in the chat, by the way. Larry says, why would he go on social media snitching on himself? Well, according to him, he's acting in self-defense. So, I don't know how much snitching this is. Unless there's something in the state of California where it says you cannot defend yourself when about to be smoked, allegedly. According to him, though, Duno73 says, yup, sound like the game and his trickeries. Yeah, I don't believe this guy. I think the game is lying. I don't believe nothing he says. I think that this entire story is cap. I'm just being honest about the situation, gang. Maybe y'all feel different about JC Taylor. Alright, listen. Am I supposed to believe that two gentlemen went to try to go delete a former male stripper? I don't know. Is an ex-male stripper really getting clapped at by two random gentlemen for any reason in his truck? I don't know. Think about it, champs. How often do you hear about former male strippers getting ran down? Is that like a normal thing? I've never heard such things. Maybe I'm wilding. Maybe the man isn't being, understanding. Maybe I lack compassion, perhaps. And listen, maybe I do, champ. I'm not denying these things. Maybe the man lacks compassion for male stripper safety. I don't think I have compassion for the safety of male strippers. Sorry, not sorry. Listen, you say what you want. I'm an evil man. I don't care, man. Listen, it's a damn shame that he didn't get into a shootout. I ain't going. It's really a shame, man. If you really got into a shootout, it's a goddamn shame that they didn't get you. If you really got into this altercation, it's a shame that they didn't get the job done. Champs, if you did do this and he was definitely in some sort of altercation that involved weapons, I think it's a damn shame that y'all failed the mission. I'm not gonna lie, y'all should have got the job done. If this is real, why didn't y'all get the job done, champ? That's what I'm at. Why didn't y'all get the job done, champ? Listen, maybe I wanted to have a JC on blunt. You ever thought about that? Maybe I wanted to have a JC on blunt. Didn't you want a JC on blunt, champ? I wanted one. Well, it's too bad we don't have those strains, champ. And it'll be more sad if it comes out that you're lying. Because I think you're lying. But if you're not lying, those guys didn't do their job, champ. I could have been smoking on JC on today, but I'm not. It's a damn shame, man. It's crazy, man. Oh, champ. Why I ain't got my JC on string yet, man? Oh, champ. I wanted a JC on pack. I wanted JC on in a zip. Y'all niggas ain't get the job. That's crazy. Come on, champ. Do better. Do better. Oh, champ. Do better. Marcus says he's another crab going in women's DMs saying the same lame pickup line, poor Doja. He's not a crab because he ain't crippin'. He's not a crab, man. And listen, I don't want people thinking that I'm calling all Crips crabs. I'm calling certain Crips crabs. And speaking of crabs, it's going to be a very nasty night tonight. Make sure you stay tuned. Salute to the real Crips out there. Not these crabs that walk among us, champ. Jason Taylor's repping Cedar Block Paru. He's a Damu. He is not Crip at all. At all. Ladies and gentlemen, you heard. Trenton Bailey says, JT Dutch, listen, we didn't get the JC Taylor Dutch. It's unfortunate. I think JC Taylor made up this entire lie. The game is lying. I don't believe him. You heard? Jonesy says there is no Batman in the Mayor's Gotham. That's a fact. A lot of Jokers, though. A lot of Banes. A lot of Two-Faces. A lot of Poison Ivies. A lot of Harley Quinns roaming these Gotham streets. Facts. They know who they are. Ain't no heroes in Gotham, champ. I ain't gonna lie. Gotham has zero heroes. We are here for those packs. I am very much ashamed that we can't get a JC Taylor blunt today because I thought we was gonna get one. Game says that he was almost clapped at by two gentlemen, champ. The two gentlemen almost took him out the paint. Well, unfortunately, that didn't happen. Unfortunately, I think this entire story is made up. I don't believe him. There's no documented proof that this situation went down. There's no news article. There's no eyewitness. There's no anything. He says, and to the niggas that just shot at my truck, I hope your homie bleeds out on the way to the hospital. Which means Game would be saying that he caught them lacking and that he hit the person that tried to aim at his truck that he was in, supposedly. So the Game is John Wick, apparently. We're supposed to just believe that the Game, who's never been in any type of shootout ever in his life, is just supposed to be John Wick. All of a sudden, this nigga is John Wick. Swagoo says the game running a play. He got exposed scamming 2 gospel artists. Oh, word, he's still scamming? Oh, champ. So the game didn't stop his scamming. So as y'all know, I did a video last week where I spoke about the game and his hip hop scam where people are paying the game like $400 a month. There's a lot of scamming going on in LA County right now. Salute to LA County, by the way. Because, you know, people trying to say the game that the mayor hates Cali. That's not true. People in Cali love the mayor, champ. It's just a few bozos that's out there that I really, really don't like. So I was like, he's trying to change the narrative. So the game scammed 2 gospel artists and is trying to cover it up by saying that he got into a shootout last night to get sympathy points or gangster points for pretending that he defended himself against 2 alleged gunmen. That sounds about JC on to me. I'm not gonna lie. He's really not the best liar in the world. He's not the best narrative painter ever. Carlos Rosano says, game, we don't believe you. You need more people. Yeah, I think he's lying. Because if this situation happened, the mayor would be smoking on a JC on pack. And apparently you don't see me with a JC on pack. So this has to be a lie. Because where's my JC on blunt? Where's my JC on Za? Where's the game Za at? Where is it? I don't see it. Big Sis Girl says the game is John Candlewick. That's nasty work. Candlewick is crazy. I ain't gonna lie. Richard says he's just looking for attention. That's all I see. Yeah. I could hear that. I could see that. Marcus Anderson says, yeah, I heard something like that earlier today. He's probably trying to get out of debt, but hey, what do I know? This might not be the best thing to say because you're also admitting that you potentially, tried to delete someone too, but it was in self-defense. You said you sent some gunmen to the hospital allegedly. But if this was true, why don't we have any documented proof that this happened, right? It never happened. Swagoo says he took a page out of his daddy Whack 100's book. Well, I think Whack 100 would have had a better lie, not gonna hold you. I think Whack would have lied a little bit better. That's just in my opinion. I think Whack would have told a better lie. And if there were said gunmen that approached the game and clapped up his vehicle, the mayor would be smoking on a JC on pack right now. We would have a whole Ziploc bag of Game blunts, but we don't have that because we know what would have happened to Game if he was ever in a situation like this. Carlos says that man has lied so much, even if he is telling the truth, we're gonna be skeptical for obvious reasons. Exactly, gang. Yeah, I mean, Malik Shaban says, if it's true, why speak on it? I mean, whether it's true or not, I would assume he's gonna speak on it if this happened, right? Because it's the game. The game will speak on anything as far as I'm concerned. But I think this guy's a compulsive liar. He doesn't have the best track record of telling the truth. Feel me? Trenton Bailey says game needs to go play on fake. Maybe he should, champ. We gotta get some JC on blunts one way or another now, don't we, champ? We gotta get some JC on blunts one way or another, don't we, champ? Yeah, we gotta get us some of that pack, champ. We gotta get us some of that game pack. Word. Swagoo also says game dropping another trash mixtape soon. Please, listen, I pray that we're not getting another mixtape. Don't threaten us with music, please. I don't want to hear another game song ever again. Don't threaten me with a bad time, champ. Don't threaten my ear. You're threatening my hearing with this, champ. I hope you're not threatening me with sound. Don't threaten us with sound, champ. And when I hear the game is dropping new music, my ears feel threatened, champ. I feel like my ears need to defend themselves. I have to give my ears a gun license because this nigga is about to drop. My ears are not safe, champ. My ears need a separate gun license now because they need protection, champ. Oh, this is promo? Say it ain't so. Oh, this is for new music? Say it ain't so, champ. Now my ears need to go get a gun license to protect themselves at all times, champ. This is crazy. Oh, champ. Yeah, man. This nasty work. He says, Game gonna use this little attention for promotion. Of course he is, champ. Maybe it's an April Fool's joke. I would say that if it wasn't April 2nd. And if this is an April Fool's joke, because again, this is from last night. By nighttime, April Fool's is over. Let's be honest. You're not gonna tell an April Fool's joke at night, because at that point, April Fool's is over. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, people crack those little April Fool's jokes and all that. However, champ, this was late last night. April Fool's is done. It's April 2nd already. We didn't forgot about April Fool's, so I don't even think it's an April Fool's joke. I think the nigga just straight up lying. You heard? And he didn't post this last night. He posted this on April 2nd. You know what I mean? Trenton Bailey says, I can't remember the last time I heard anyone playing a game track, and I live in Cali. Because people in Cali don't really give a damn about the game that much. That's why, champ. He's not really the guy, champ. Listen, you better off. You might hear somebody bumping Blueface before they bump this guy. I ain't gonna hold you. Come on, man. Carlos Rosado says, Game telling the truth. It's April Fool's. I don't think this is an April Fool's joke because it's April 2nd. Swaggle says Game don't know the energy he putting out with this lie. It can come back and haunt him. Possibly. But nobody's looking to go run up on Game. There's no reason to run up on something that's irrelevant, champ. He's like very much irrelevant. He's not someone that anyone is seeking. You understand what I'm saying? Like, nobody's looking to do anything to the game, champ. I'm not gonna hold you, gang. Nobody's looking to do anything to the game, champ. He's not relevant. He's a bozo. He owes like, what, $3 million? Even after selling his Calabasas mansion. Priscilla Rainey, the girl that sued Game for SA back in like, what was that, like 2016? He still got to pay that woman $3 million and sold his Calabasas mansion, and it still wasn't enough to cover the lawsuit. So he still owed that woman a lot of money. And apparently they're saying he scammed even more artists because the Game has been on a scamming spree as of late. Yeah, the Game been scamming a bunch of artists on Instagram. You know what I'm saying? And that's what he's been doing. So that's just how it's gonna go, champ. He's a scammer. You hear, just like Dre the Virgo is a scammer, the Game is also a scammer too. You dig what I'm saying? And we're gonna get to more of that later. Because certain individuals is going to end up in a RICO case that's tied to other things if they keep playing these games. Actually, they're already tied in said RICO, and they don't even realize they're tied in said RICO. Ain't that crazy? It's going to be a very nasty week. If y'all think I'm halfway done with what I'm doing, I'm not. I'm not done. And for you bozos out there who think that y'all know me and y'all think that I'm not gonna do anything or that you got one up on me, wait till tonight. Wait till tonight. I got you. Big Sis God says everyone knows the Game is stuck on red rose, white ceiling. Well, he's gonna have to sell the red rose and the white ceiling so he can pay off Priscilla Rainey. I ain't gonna lie. He gonna have to sell the red rose with the white ceiling in order to pay off this $3 million he owes Priscilla Rainey, man. That's just what it is, man. You heard? Richard Hampton says it was the invisible gunman he's talking about. Maybe that's it. The ones that we can't see. So listen, last night the Game got ran up on in his truck by John Cena, nigga. That's what happened. All right, let's just put it like that. John Cena ran up on the Game, and the Game clapped John Cena. Right? It's kind of crazy, man. That's basically what happened here. Get it? Yeah, that's what happened. The Game claims that he clapped John Cena last night. That sounds absolutely insane. It sounds crazy. Pause. Very, very big pause. But you get what I'm saying. Yeah, he clapped John Cena last night. Pause again. Pause again. But that's what he's saying though. But that's what Jason Taylor is saying. He said he did that, not me. This is words from the horse's mouth, not mine. Lying like this is weird, man. I can't stand when people try to look to earn gangster brownie points. The worst thing you could do as a man is try to earn gangster brownie points. What are you, 15 years old? Niggas want to earn gangster brownie points, gangster stripes off the internet is nasty. I'm just being honest. If you out here pretending to be the biggest of wolves in these streets online, it's nasty work. You know, some people just do things. Some people are just who they are, man. Listen, if you a savage, just be that. You ain't really gotta speak too much and all that unless, you know, you really, really are insecure with your gangsterisms. If you are insecure with your gangster resume, I don't know what to tell you, man. I'm not really trying to have a gangster resume, but I will act accordingly if need be. That's how I am. I'm not going to. I act accordingly if need be, but nigga, I'm not trying to upgrade my gangster resume. What type of nonsense is that? And the game is almost 50 years old, nigga. Jason Taylor almost 50 years old and is telling y'all that he's John Wick in Compton or wherever the hell he's staying at these days. Cause I don't know where this nigga's at. He just sold his Calabasas mansion, so I don't know where he stays or lays his head. But apparently this nigga was sound asleep and woke up to take a piss and said, what if I tell everyone that I clapped at 2 gunmen who tried to run me down in my truck last night? That's what he thought. He thought this was a good idea. He thought that this was the best of options. Apparently the game is insecure with his gangster resume, so he had to lie and make up this story, champ. This is nasty work. This is nasty work. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know about this one. This looks nasty to me, champ. So now you John Wick all of a sudden. You heard? Now you John Wick. It's about to get real ugly, man. I don't know what people think, man, but this is about to get real nasty. This about to get real nasty. It's getting ugly, gang. I ain't gonna lie. It's getting bad, man. What's next? Yo, if this is how it's gonna be, man, I don't know, man. I don't know, gang. It's getting crazy, yo. What's going on, man? Trenton Bailey says he just signed with Parker Bros to promote the Lion Game. Oh, champ. TNM process a grandpa, gangster, and a scripper. LOL. There you go, champ. Listen, apparently, the former male stripper had to protect himself at all costs, champ. Listen, I've never heard in my lifetime of a male stripper having to protect himself. This is the first of its kind, champ. As far as I'm concerned, this is the first of its kind. If this is real, I don't believe that it's real, champ. I don't believe this to be real. I think the story is completely fake. Doesn't exist. Where's the proof? The eyewitness, the news articles, the documents. Doesn't exist. Where's the footage? Well, that's if there is footage. Apparently, he's saying he got ran down in his truck. This is fake news, gang. I'm gonna be honest. Like, yo, this gotta be fake. Nothing about this is real. It's all fiction. You heard? Oh, champ. Richard says, like, where's the proof? Why haven't he showed his truck shot up? Yeah. We ain't see nothing. We see nothing. And we won't see. You know why? Because John Cena ran down on the game. Apparently. So we not gonna see nothing, nigga. John Cena pulled up. We won't see a thing. There's nothing to see here. Because according to the game, John Cena ran down. Alright? That's it. And that's all we need to know, man. That's all we need to know about this. So this is clearly fake, a facade, and not real. You heard? Caramel Crush says his bipolar disorder kicked in. Allegedly. Listen, I'm under the belief that he definitely might be bipolar. or have bipolar disorder, in my opinion. Not gonna lie, I think so. Anyone who can lie like this and make up these things has to have some type of disorder that's troublesome. They have to have some type of mental issue to even go to such depths, to such lengths, to create such lies like this. This is absolutely insane. This is weird. This is weird, man. But what we do know for a fact is this guy's a scammer for sure, nigga. You done scam for thousands of dollars, nigga. You all over Instagram trying to get niggas to pay you like $400 a week and all that for a verse. I don't know who's paying for a game verse in 2026, but that's wild, bro. You shouldn't trust no rapper. Nigga, listen, there's an ongoing Ace Hood verse scam that's been going on for years. The rapper Ace Hood has been doing this same verse scam for quite a long time. And I don't know who the hell wants a verse from Ace Hood. That's absolutely insane. It's not 2010 anymore. Why would you want an Ace Hood verse? That's kind of crazy to me. I'm not gonna lie. Richard says he needs to get back on his meds. I think so too. I'm not gonna lie. I do think he needs to go do that, like right now, because this is crazy. You're lying, bro. Nobody with a sound mind thinks that this is facts. Nobody. Yo, this nasty. I don't know what the hell possessed him to do these things, man. I guess this is what the game thinks at like 5 a.m. in the morning, that he should make up these lies for whatever dumbass reason. It's nasty work. Because what the hell are you talking about, bro? What the hell are you talking about, Chan? This doesn't make sense. This is weird. You don't have the best track record of telling the truth, and this is clearly make-believe. You heard? Oh, Chan. Yo, listen. I don't know, man. I'm actually sad because I thought we was gonna end up having a JC on pack. I read that like the game gets ran up on in trucks, and I didn't see no pack, man. I was mad. I'm like, damn. So we not gonna get no JC on sour? No OG JC on, champ? I'm disappointed. No JC on Za for us, champ? No new strain? Those guys either failed or this story is a complete lie. I wanted some JC on Za though. I'm just gonna be honest about the situation, gang. Say what you will. I'm an evil man. I've never been positive. Don't get it confused, champs. Yeah, man. I wanted me some JC on Za. I ain't gonna lie. It's a damn shame, man. It's a goddamn shame. It's crazy, man. So this is what we do for views. This is what we do to get to clout. The clout chasing is getting very nasty and nastier by the day, champ. I'm telling you, man. Yo, listen, I just seen a YouTuber say that he was gonna delete other people in real life on YouTube. He said, don't get it twisted, champ. I'll get you deleted right now. Which is crazy, champ. You gotta cover your steps, cover your tracks. You talking about you dare any YouTubers and all this, and you gonna smoke. Yo, these niggas is wildin'. I'm gonna tell you right now, these niggas is wildin', ladies and gentlemen. Bugging out. Bugging out. Caramel crushes this. That's his attempt at PR. Yeah, you're right. This is definitely a PR attempt for sure, because he don't got no PR team at all. At all. And he don't need one. Because what's the PR team for anyway? A PR team for the game is absolutely useless. Because truth be told, nobody actually gives a damn, to be honest. Nobody actually gives a damn, about a game for him to have a PR team. He's not a good investment right now. You feel me? He's just not. Remember, he still has to pay off a lawsuit in which a woman by the name of Priscilla Rainey, who was on some VH1 show, says that the game SA'd her and she won this lawsuit. So he is of no value. He is of no value, man. It's nasty. You heard? Free Paw Paw Forever says these imaginary attempts are getting outrageous. It is. It's very outrageous. It's actually weird, if I do say so my goddamn self, chick. Deeper Knowledge says nobody came out and said that they were there around when it happened, heard it happen, seen it happen, nothing. This is a fact. And that's because John Cena ran down on the game. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Nobody's seen anything, for a reason. Nobody's seen anything, chick. Caramel Crush says he got no relation with the public. That's also the truth. You heard? Oh, shit. Yo, listen. This is absolute madness. This is clearly a lie. There's no proof. Nobody's speaking out about this. There's no news article. There's no proof that anyone did anything. I'm pretty sure there's no medical record of said individual getting clapped or whatever. All this is a lie. Is it an April Fool's joke? If this is an April Fool's joke, champ, today's April 2nd. Today's April 2nd. Game, you're a day late. If this is supposed to be an April Fool's joke, this is a nasty joke. I've never heard of an April Fool's joke which involves somebody being clapped at, though. I've never heard of an April Fool's joke where someone's life was on the line either. I ain't gonna lie, that's kind of a crazy joke, but this clearly ain't a goddamn joke. By the way, if you are new to the Mayor's channel, I need you to make sure you subscribe right now. Turn on your notification bell to get all of the Mayor's updates. Hit the like button as well as the hype button, which is incredibly essential to the Mayor's channel, ladies and gentlemen. And one more thing before we get all the way up out of here. You ready? Game. East Mayor. The one and only New York Mayor, F. Mob Donnie, and you rocking with the town favorite Showface News. It's Big Gotham, and you already know it's the town versus everybody at all times. I'm up out of here, gang. Salute.